Hi, this is Ben Wagner covering the Blue Jays for Sportsnet, and this is the Walk Off Podcast with Scott and Adam. Enjoy.
It's the Walk Off with Scott Belford and Adam Mack.
This ball is crushed.
Well, it is obvious that there is a relationship there. I did want to bring up one thing because I'm curious about the story behind how Rowdy started rubbing your head for good luck.
So, I have a challenged hairline to begin with. So, and Rowdy is well on his way. He'll admit that. So, back in 2017, I want to say. Is where we really had a problem area here starting to develop. So, just we're around the clubhouse, and when you work every day in baseball, you spend just way too many hours around the same people. So, when the season ends, you get to choose your friends, right? But when the clubhouse is open during the regular season, you might as well be friendly. You might as well have a good time. So, it started as a jovial, like just head tap at times. Not that it was an occurrence every day.
Yeah.
But in 2018, when Rowdy came up, in 2018, when he first came up, he'd do the head tap or like one of these infrequently in the clubhouse, sometimes around the cage, wherever the day was. 2019, more of the same, but a little bit less of that because it wasn't the greatest year for Rowdy. So, again, some of the playfulness, and this goes to the clubhouse culture and atmosphere, right? Some of that playfulness is removed. So, again, I'm not sticking my head in Rowdy's locker saying, hey, you better do your head tap today, buddy. I would never broach that. This is always something that's predicated by Rowdy in this scenario. So, we never saw him. Outside the shutdown, moving forward through summer camp, through the regular season, and how we were doing the broadcast in 2020. And Rowdy had, in my mind, a really, really good year, even though the injury. And we never had that human contact and interaction with Rowdy. And then in this offseason, I got an opportunity to go over to the player development complex and kind of rekindle those relationships. And you just pick up with some of these guys right where you left off. So, Rowdy in the interaction, and then Rowdy fast forward to spring training, and then he walked over from the batting cage one day. He said, "Bring it in," and I was like, "What?" And he reaches through the net, behind home plate. He cups his paw right on my dome here, and he does the head tap again, kind of like he's cracking an egg. So that was the start, and he broke the offer that night.
Yeah.
And the next day, he said, "You better be same place tomorrow." Okay. And listen, I'm doing my job pretty much the same way every day. So I'm behind the cage. I'm trying to interact with players from a safe and social distance, coaches, and just observe more than anything. I'm observing. And that day, too, I saw George Springer for the first time take live reps during batting practice. First time since the quad injury that he'd been back out on the field. So while that's the main point of my day, the story becomes Rowdy tapping my head. So then, Rowdy gets 2 hits that night. I think maybe he homered that night. I don't remember. But and then day 3 of that last day of the Yankees series is when maybe we were 4 or 5 days into this whole thing anyway. But the cameras caught on this time.
Right.
So the cameras were ready. They caught me at the end of the dugout. Rowdy comes over right before the game. He does the head tap, and he gets a base hit that day. So I cannot confirm or deny the fact that the Ben Wagner cardboard cutout made the trip to Kansas City, Boston, and then on to Tampa. And let's get daily head taps in my human contact absence.
Right.
That's amazing.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that.